High school students showcase their research on Andrews campus.
Graduation weekend is upon us and we talk with some of our graduates.
AU News Studio is about to get a facelift.
And we hear from you. What did you accomplish this year?
Plus a look at what's ahead on campus this week.
Along with your weather forecast.
And a look back at Andrews history.
AU News starts right now.
This is AU News.
I'm Stephanie Racinos. Welcome to AU News, a production of the Advanced News Writing class in the Department of Communication.
And I'm Emmanuel Leonard. High school students from Vernon Springs and surrounding areas came to Andrews to present their research findings for the year. Here's Eloise Rouvel with the story.
Last Friday, Andrews University held an early research symposium in which Berrien County High School students presented their findings in chemistry-related topics. This program, a 25-year collaboration between the county's Regional Education Services Agency and Andrews, was founded by Dr. Desmond Murray.
This is an ongoing effort in which high school students, grade 9, 10, 11, 12, come to Andrews and are taught by Andrews professors. They use Andrews facilities, computers, and they get the college experience. They are immersed in the college experience, which gives them a whole lot of advantage.
During the symposium, students presented their research projects, which will help them prepare for future professional presentations.
This gave these students a taste of what it means to be a professional scientist. You go to the lab, you do your research, and then you have to communicate that research to a wider audience.
The program also encourages students to start research early on.
You can see some students who came from that point of being anxious or not even caring to getting really involved, taking ownership of their project, and having a sense of pride in accomplishing their goals.
Dr. Murray sees the value in getting students involved in research before they start their college career.
These students, some of them, for example, are working on projects that are looking at anti-cancer agents or new medical diagnostics. And so they get a jump start now, and they could start contributing to society at a much earlier age. You don't have to wait.
This is Eloise Rouvel for AU News.
As the semester comes to a close, and many of us look forward to the summer, there's one group of students anticipating something else entirely: graduation. Justin Walker talks to some of those students who are about to collect their hard-earned diplomas this weekend.
Now that they have accomplished their goals, we've asked some of the seniors about how they survived their last year in college.
Prayer, good friends, and just having the determination to finish.
The main way that I persevered through senior year was by keeping the end goal in mind.
I realized that at the end of the day, it's not whether you're at the top of the class or not, it's just whether if you pass or not.
Before letting our seniors go graduate, we asked them to leave us with some tips for future students and seniors alike.
Don't procrastinate, and make sure you have all of your gen eds done so that you're not scrambling to petition things last minute, and have fun.
Don't let the stress get to you. It's not worth it.
The biggest tips I have for oncoming seniors is to make sure that to check with your advisor to make sure that you took all the required classes for your major.
Surround yourself with people who also want to succeed and want to help you succeed. Let God guide you because He wants you to succeed as well.
This is Justin Walker for AU News.
As the school year comes to a close, we wanted to know, what were your biggest accomplishment this year?
One of the highlights of the semester, or even the year, was the 5 snow days that we had.
Okay, so my most memorable highlight from this year at Andrews was the lockdown.
Well, I mean, I'm graduating. I feel like that's an important accomplishment. I passed my classes. That's an accomplishment.
The highlight of my year was attending Pastor Dwight's Grow Group Discipleship 101 and having an answer to prayer.
My highlight was an evangelistic trip to Cuba with a number of students where we had campaigns on the eastern part of Cuba.
A highlight from this year was the Deliverance Mass Choir end of year concert. It was very emotional and very beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it.
The semester's over. I made it. It was a very, very intense semester.
This year more than ever, I'm just so awed at the research that's being done by undergraduate students.
The highlight of my year was learning French in Miss Bedenis' class and then playing it out in real life at French Church.
Well, the highlight of my year was me playing Brahms' Rhapsody in my recital.
Getting to know people around here has been great, so I'd have to name that as my highlight of the year.
Well, we're very happy the year is coming to an end, and we've all done some pretty great things. So, Emmanuel, what is something you're proud of doing this year?
You know, I'm proud of doing 200 squats this week.
Wow!
I'm really proud of myself about that.
Good
It's really difficult.
job.
Thank you.
Wow.
How about you? What are you proud of this year?
You know, there was one time I was locked out of my house, so I forgot my keys, so I had to climb up through the second roof, and I climbed in through the window, and I locked myself in. So
wow.
I let myself in. It was pretty nice.
You're a gangster.
I was pretty tough.
The AU News Studio are about to get a facelift. Eloise Ravel is with the chair of the Communication Department, Dr. William Smith, to tell us about the renovations and what to look forward to this fall.
Thank you, Emmanuel and Stephanie. I am here in what is now the Media Center with Dr. William Smith. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about the plans to renovate the studio?
I'd be happy to. I am so excited because the university has decided to invest in this space. And as you can see, there's a lot of things that have to be done. So in the space, but all of this is going to go. And the entire space is going to be gutted out. The ceiling will be raised, the walls will be soundproofed, a lot of work will be done, and then this area, this wall will be taken out and a sound booth will be put in here so that you can do your sound editing. And then over here, further to your left, there will be editing bays where you can edit your productions and so forth. So as you see on the map, here's the latest plan for how we laid out and done. So the space will be opened up quite a bit. We can get a lot more done here. And the hope is, the dream is, that bright young people like yourself can come here to Andrews University and in this space actually produce programming that can eventually be picked up by our Adventist news networks and other programming media outlets so that we can begin to produce programming that actually attracts other young people to watch our networks. That's a dream of mine. And I'm looking forward to it happening. And I'm so delighted because the communication department of the General Conference has donated a beautiful set to us. So that will be coming here and being in this space as well.
Great. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And now back to Emmanuel and Stephanie.
Thank you, Eloise. If you're interested in working with or helping out within our studio, contact Dr. Panaya or Professor Debbie Michelle in the Communication Department.
So even though things are winding down, there are still a bunch of things happening on campus. Here's what's happening this week. Andrews University's spring graduation will take place this weekend. June Price, Associate Dean of Lamson Hall, will offer the consecration address on Friday evening in Pioneer Memorial Church. On Saturday, President of the North American Division of Seventh-day Adventists, Dan Jackson, will present the baccalaureate address for both the 9 and 11:45 a.m. services. As you get ready to check out of the dorms, think about donating to a worthy cause. There's a need for clothing and appliances to help foster kids in our area who are about to age out of the system. Donation points are set up in the dorms and outside of Lamson, where you can drop your stuff off. Pizza Hut is helping United Way of Southwest Michigan for a fundraiser to benefit their program, Girls on the Run. Pizza Hut in Berrien County will donate 10% of all sales on May 5th to the Girls on the Run program, so be sure to get your pizza.
Your weather this week. The weather has been steadily warming, although we have high winds and serious rain joining us. There is a lot of rain coming our way before the weekend, but it looks like a surprisingly sunny and warm weekend, perfect for graduation. Luckily, the rain is predicted to start up again Monday when most of us are gone.
And lastly, this may seem like any regular week, but it's still pretty significant in Andrews' history. In May of 1901, Edward Sutherland, the first president of Emmanuel Missionary College, and Percy Magan, the academic dean, came to Berrien Springs to look for land to buy so they could move their college from Battle Creek to Berrien Springs. They found the Garland Farm, the property where Andrews University is now located.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of AU News. We're so grateful for the time we shared and look forward to seeing you next school year. Stephanie is one of the graduates this week and so unfortunately won't be back with us. Stephanie, thanks for the great memories and the time you spent here. I'm going to miss you so much, girl.
Aww, I'm going to miss you too. It's been so fun.
So fun.
Oh, I'm going to miss you guys so much. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
Wow.
Have a great summer, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Goodbye and have a wonderful summer. We'll see you next semester.
What I can do. I'm really bad at those.
The square.
It confuses me.
This is my exercise music. When I do push-ups in the morning, I listen to happy. Let me try to do mine. This would be a great intro to our news show, wouldn't it?